Hi everyone. One thing to remember when you're sharing documents in a folder and giving permissions to everyone in that folder to use the document is that they can make changes to that original document, and those changes will occur for everyone in that shared folder. So it's one thing if you're working together as a collaborative team to develop and create one document that all of you will use, but it's quite different when you want to create a similar document that everyone will use for their own purposes or in their own classrooms. So in this case, you might want to consider sharing the document a little differently. So to start out so that everyone has access in a shared folder, like for instance, let's say it's a PLC shared folder. You want to start by actually creating that document in this folder. So you would click New and then select the type of document that you want to create. In this case, we've already created a document right here. So I'm going to open up this document. And under the shared permissions, I'm going to leave it that everyone can just view. They can see it, but they can't make changes to it. So then what my team members need to do is that they're going to go to File, make a copy, and the nice part about this is, especially if you are in a PLC and you want to have access to see what everyone else is doing in their classrooms when you share work and talk about it, is that it's going to be saved right there in that shared folder. But I'm going to change the name of it. I'm going to take off where it says copy of, and then I'm going to type in some type of name that identifies the classroom that I'm going to be using for my purposes. And I'm going to say OK. And what it does is it copies this document. I've made a copy of the document just for me. I can make changes on this one that will not affect the changes on the original. So that's just something that you might want to keep in mind. And you can see that the share button here, it says private only to me. If I'm going to share this with my classroom, I can change those permissions. But if I go back and look at in my shared folder here, and we'll just refresh that. Now you'll see that here's the new one that I created that I can make changes of. Here's the original that was created. I can make changes to this one and share it with my classroom, and it won't disrupt the original that was shared. So you might want to think about that as you're sharing documents in your shared folder.